So as the influenza virus wreaks havoc on my mental health, causing me to have some serious mental nervous breakdowns, I've had a lot of time to reflect on the past, as unhealthy as that may be, to sort of make sense of the chaos that happened in my family. I mean, it was just sort of like, I was independent, out of the picture, and then my brother kind of stuck at home, and then all of a sudden, my my mom gets diagnosed with cancer and told 6 months to live, and back in 2000, and subsequently there were so many problems that my brother was having, and we lost my mom in 2003. She died holding my hand in that house, and ever since then, it was sort of almost as if the world just kind of descended into chaos upon my dad, and he took a retirement a year after my mom died, only to find his youngest son in some serious trouble. And then they'd have a couple stem cell transplants. He was in and out of hospitals, and he was in a wheelchair. My brother was living with him at the time, and wasn't able to take care of him, so my dad ended up in a nursing home, and my dad would call me from the nursing home saying to me, "You got to get me out of here." And so I feel content that my dad did not end up spending the last years of his life in a nursing home, and that I was able to have some quality time with him. But when I look back at all this stuff, it's just like sheer chaos and nonsensical decisions that were not made rationally. They were made out of desperation, fear, and anxiety. And so one thing led to another, and it was just like this kind of chaotic scene, and it just became down to like just trying to make it one day at a time, make it from one chemo treatment to the next, and in between, to try to just have a life and be grateful for what we had, which was that little house and the art and all the beautiful gifts of enlightenment that my parents bestowed upon us. And I think because of all the problems that happened, and all the system of judicial system, and my brother being on probation, and always being told what to do, and kind of being constantly in and out of court, and my dad had to file order protections against him, and I mean, it was just like this constant onslaught of bad luck, and it compounded my dad's illness to the point where it's just so overwhelming, and I was just kind of left holding everything together. And I think that my brother finds it difficult that people are telling him, okay, this is what the reality is, this is how this is, because he has such anger towards everybody. And I kind of can't blame him. I think that they just gave my family a hard time, and he got a really raw deal, an unfair shake, and he just sort of has felt like, well, that's what he's going to do to me, and that's what he's going to do to his dad, and like, screw everybody. And so I just have struggled to try to put that in the past, to put that behind me, and not think about it. But when you get sick, it seems like the world is falling in, and I've lost so many friends over the past few years, so many friends, and they're dead, and so are my parents, and it's like, what does it matter? What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to do the best I can in life, and I feel like a lot of times the cards are stacked up against me, and I just keep fighting and struggling to make ends meet, to pay bills, and it's like that. Like there's more to life than that, you know. And I just really hope that next week things work out, and I'm fighting this flu, and it's getting better thanks to some cold showers, and I'm just trying to keep my head above water, stay sober, and be as strong as possible. But you know, for what it's worth, this is someone's life. This is my life, and I'm sharing it. And you know, maybe somebody learned something from this. I don't know. Maybe it's interesting to somebody. Maybe they want to say, well, why is that dude so crazy? You know, why does he act like that? You know, I have my own ways of dealing with my emotional pain, and as you can see, I've got some serious issues, but I'm dealing with them, and I really appreciate your support. I really need a little chunk of change right now. I need some help. It's just like one bill after the next.